players must face. Second shot into a minuscule green with a putt bunker on the left-hand side that could be the meanest one on the golf course.
See if he can get that one to come back to the left a little. Yeah, that was a safe play.
Long way away from the hole if they want to make the birdie, though.
Setting up here with a very long putt.
This is their look at birdie.
Oh, just missed. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
Better than most.
Nicely holed. And for par. And it's New Zealand's Lydia Ko who leads here as we head to the next. The players will face themselves with their first legitimate test at TPC River Highlands, the par 4 third.
Dogleg from right to left. Just avoid those bunkers both right and left. And there's not a single one up there on that green. This green is fairly flat with runoffs on all sides of this green. It's a wonderful design.
There have been a lot of players that have come out and people are quick to label them as prodigious talents and what they can do, but it's true about Lydia Ko that she is one of the game's prodigies.
Luke, when you say prodigy, I think Lydia Ko's name should just be, instead of prodigy, just say, look at Lydia Ko. Because this young lady has seemingly done it all at 14 years young. 14, won a professional event. The youngest, men or women, to ever win a tournament that early. That is astounding. 18 years old, major champion with a final round 63. It's mind-blowing how good this young lady was at such an early age. Yes, had a little lull there for a little bit, but now come back out and is just taken the world by storm again. 17 wins already and building in her professional career. The sky is the limit for Lydia.
This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 180 yards.
Should find the green here.
This player is making a statement with that approach shot. I think this rivalry with Ricky Fowler is really inspiring him to fire at those flags.
Okay, steady now. An opportunity to make a par here. And as they leave that hole, Rich, you'd imagine a little bit frustrated after such a great shot in.
Couldn't convert after 2 good shots there. Disappointment as they're so close to the lead.
Opting for the hybrid, I think.
This one headed left.
Second shot here on the 5th. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 28 feet from the cup. This is huge for momentum. Gotta try and hold this. This for par.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Just a short putt remaining here. Currently 1 under for the event.
Not much happening. Moving down the leaderboard. Never a good sign.
The 6th is the first of our par 5s, and at 586 playing slightly downhill, Rich. Players should be enticed to go for this green in 2.
Most players in this field will be looking to knock it on in 2. Tee shots want to favor the right-hand side to shorten up the hole ever so slightly. The second shot will be semi-blind, taking it over some bunkers and some mounds to a green that runs from right to left. Bunker front left and a runoff area over on the right-hand side. Shouldn't be too much of a bother for most of these players.
Love coming to TPC River Highlands every year, Rich. I think if there's one event that goes above and beyond for its players, it's this one. There seems to be an extra feel of something, you know, special at the Travellers Championship.
Well, they do have the umbrella that is red as their logo, but it seems like this tournament rolls out the red carpet for these players. It comes off the heels of a major, so most of these players are looking for a little bit of a decompression mode for a few days, and they get it here. It's just one of these golf courses that it's right in front of you. It poses some difficulty, but in all reality, it's not overly difficult. You know, you do have to hit some proper shots here and there, but it seems awfully simple compared to what they had to face last week. So when they get here to TPC River Highlands, they're in a different kind of mode. Like, they're relaxed. They're looking at making birdies finally, because they didn't make any last week. And they're trying to just get into a really nice rhythm and kind of out of what they experienced the week before.
Henny, how's that ball lying?
He's eyeing this up, and he's pleased with what he's seeing. This is sitting nicely.
And choosing the 8-iron here.
Yeah, this is lovely.
That's just inside the range. A chance to get to 3 under with this putt.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
That one raced by. Bit of work coming back. Oh, 13-footer coming up here. Ouch, that hurts. Putting for bogey here. Unfortunately, moving down the leaderboard, that's not the direction to be heading. I really like the 8th here at TPC River Highlands, a good par 3.
This is a strong par 3. Water shouldn't come into play as it's some 15 yards short of the green. However, there's runoff areas both right and left that could cause some issues for these players.
Still a fair way away from the hole here. Time to make a long putt. Well, nice to drop a putt of that length. Well done. Why not take another look at that effort?
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
Lydia Ko is currently in top spot. The 9th is a par 4, right on 400 yards, Rich, but recently players have been a little bit more aggressive off the tee.
Players are trying to take all the bunkers in the fairway out of play by taking driver and hitting it over the right-hand one. From there, players will have a very simple second shot to a green that's fairly bland, Luke. There's just not much to it. This is a great birdie opportunity.
That's nicely done.
Yeah, that'll work. That's fine.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Rich, this player's just a few shots back with the last 9 to play. Did you prefer to be the greyhound or the bunny?
I want to be the greyhound. I'm sprinting away if I possibly can. This player's 3 back. They need to start sprinting.
Well played, mate. A couple under at this stage. Currently tied for 10th place. Needs this to kick a bit left. That's inside the house of opportunity. And this putt to move into a tie for 4th place. Hey, nice looking line. And with that putt hold, it's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Downhill par threes, Rich. Lots of fun to play, particularly when it's only a wedge.
Yes, but be careful from the wind. This green is surrounded by large trees, and that wind can really swirl around this green. It's a good opportunity to make birdie, but bogeys might happen if you're not careful.
Good opportunity here to move into a tie for third. That's a long-range bomb, and with it, puts extra strain on the person chasing behind them. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Rich, the 12th, a par 4, measuring just over 400 yards. How do you play it?
Grip it and rip it. Those fairway bunkers down the right-hand side, they are really not a big bother, so try and take those on as best you can. The further you drive it down there, your second shot becomes so much easier as this green is perched above you. Again, another good birdie opportunity here.
This needs just a little work to the left-hand side.
That's a terrific shot and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the 12th.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
It looks like he pushed that one. And this putt to move them into a tie for second. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in.
Opportunity lost, and one they needed to take advantage of, sitting just 2 back of the lead.
Oh, great swing there. Sitting at 4 under for the day, tied for second place. Looks to be going with the 4-iron.
Oh, I guess they're seeing something I'm not. They're going with less club here. Interesting.
And here we are with the third shot. He's 2 shots back. He has about 14 feet to the hole.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
He's currently sitting in second.
Managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
Let's head to the 14th, Rich. A short par 4, but you've got to hit your tee shot up the hill.
Up the hill, dogleg from right to left, but one of the most generous fairways on this golf course, if not the most generous. Anything up to the right-hand side will open up the second shot to the green that sits well below you. Any tee shots missed over to the left, however, you could have some tree issues.
This one looks to be slightly offline here. Currently -5. Currently second place. Okay, step 1 complete, out of the bunker. Now let's go make a putt. Let's see if you can make this and keep the par on the card. That's frustrating. And this one will be for bogey. Just 2 shots back after that hole. Well, Rich, as we approach the closing holes here at TPC River Highlands, there are some significant shots to hit, and here at 15, it's certainly one of them.
The tee shot is most definitely an important shot. If you hit a little bit too far left, water scary close to the left-hand side. Out to the right is no good. Length isn't nearly as important as how straight you can drive it.
All in all, a very exciting short par 4.
Love this hole.
Getting ready to play their third. Just 2 shots behind. Ooh, that almost went down. Big putt for par coming up. And with that putt, now at 4 under, heading to the final few holes.
Really going to have to dig deep here if they want to win this title.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Let's finish with a flurry. It'd be nice to make a move up the leaderboard. hold this putt and a chance for second place.
He could use it with only 2 holes remaining.
This is a good chance. And that's 8 birdies today. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. Well, this lake that is a real feature here in the closing holes at TPC River Highlands comes into play also off the tee at 17.
The most intimidating shot on the golf course, the tee shot here at 17. Bail left, you could find the bunkers, and if you bail right, you better bring your waders. Needs a little members bounce to the right.
He's found the surface. Good chance here.
Outside chance of the birdie, but a 2-putt here is still good.
That's one of those putts that you're proud of at the end of a round. They all add up.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
He finds himself in a share of the lead. The finishing hole at TPC River Highlands has gone through a few adjustments over the last handful of years, and it's also seen a very significant moment in the history of the PGA Tour.
Plenty of fantastic moments here. Tee shot goes back up the hill, over a rise, semi-blind tee shot, find the fairway, and you're going to have an excellent look at the green and a possibility of making birdie.
It was the site of the lowest ever round recorded on the PGA Tour, a 58 if you don't mind. Going with the 8-iron here. Did you judge that right? Don't think so. Well, this is it. They need this putt to force a playoff. Ooh, right by the hole.
Crushing, isn't it?
Oh, Rich, what could have been? This player's going to miss out on a playoff by a single shot.
Luke, what a difficult situation is for this player. So close and yet wasn't able to get it done. That's going to leave a bad taste in this player's mouth.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the John Deere Classic. Today's coverage is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Koyak. Hello, Henny.
Hi Luke, I'm happy to be out here covering our feature group's play this week. We're in for a very entertaining time as there seems to be a rivalry starting between these two players.
No, you can't out-Bubba Bubba, can you? There's nothing elementary about this, Watson, is there? Can't wait to see how this rivalry plays out, though. That was a little loose. Don't expect a good lie here. No green in red, but a chance to save their par. On the green now, but a bit of work left to do here. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup. This is what they have left for par.
So it'll be a par to start their round.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
And it's Lydia Ko on top of the leaderboard. Oh, exciting times on the tee of a par 5.
You want to cut the corner as much as possible to shorten your second shot on this par 5. Should you do that, a very straightforward second shot will set up birdies and eagles all day long. Find the trouble off the tee, and you'll find trouble on the rest of the hole. Don't fool yourself.
That looks to be a fairway finder to me. The second hole at TPC Deer Run, Rich, really gettable for the players.
Most players will go for this green into Luke. Knock it on. Can easily make birdie, maybe an eagle. Get a little careless, missing to the left or the right from the green. Pars and bogeys are had as well.
And here we are with the third shot. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. A birdie putt awaits. Currently 1 under for the day. Here we are at the third.
Par 3, 183 yards up the hill. Blind tee shot. The big miss here is short right in that deep bunker. Should you find that bunker, you're also going to find yourself making bogey or worse. Anywhere on the green is a good shot.
Any bounce to the left here would be helpful. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it.
Oh, they're going to walk this one in.
And the extremely long putt will drop. Well done.
Back-to-back birdies, move in the right direction there, Luke.
And now this player sits in second behind the leader, Lydia Ko. Let's see what happens here on the 4th.
Par 4, 448 yards, sweeping dogleg left to right, big tree in the middle, missed that, and you've got a simple second shot into a sliver of a green.
And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
I'd say he's about 165 from this flag.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. This one might need to get down a little. Trying to get to 3 under par with this putt.
Oh, that was such a good stroke.
Well done. Take the birdie. And that will take him to 3 under. Let's see what happens here at the 5th.
Par 4, this fairway chases away from the players down the hill, so tee shots will run forever, setting up a second shot that is very simple and straightforward.
Nothing like a bit of momentum here, Rich. This one's going for another birdie.
It's a good start to the day. Let's hope they can keep up the good form.
Opting for the 9-iron. Wow, what happened there?
Now, coming out of the rough, missing the green was always in the cards.
There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
This is important. Big par putt here.
Just didn't drop. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And it's Lydia Ko in top spot. Here we are at the 6th hole.
Par 4 measures just 361 yards, but only the long players will try and drive this green. The others lay it up with an iron, wedge it on, hit it close, make your birdie.
No, that's not the shot they wanted. That's a heavy lie this player has drawn. From the sand, are they able to get up and down? This putt for par here. And down she goes. Lydia Ko is currently sitting in the lead as we check the rest of the standings. And an opportunity awaits as they step onto this tee of the par 3.
Par 3 down the hill. It seemingly plays short, but I can promise you it doesn't.
Going with the hybrid. That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface.
Wind got that one and took it wayward.
Putting for a par now.
This is on a stupendous line.
Oh, how about that one? Oh, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
What an amazing putt from way out.
He finds himself in a share of 4th. Next up is this par 4 hole.
Par 4, every single shot plays uphill. Make sure to take plenty of club.
This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. Lining up from around 160 yards.
Wind is blowing from right to left here. Wants to work it against the wind.
Going with the 6-iron here.
Nothing good out on the right-hand side, Luke. This headed for trouble.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. Just one shot back now. All right, safely out of the bunker, and now a chance to make a putt. He has this putt to save his par.
These are on rails, looking good.
That gets the job done. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Here we are at the final hole on the front 9.
Par 4, 485 yards, the toughest hole on the golf course. Make sure you find the fairway and get your second shot somewhere around the green to give yourself the best chance of making 4.
Well, let's see how this shot goes from the fairway bunker. Oh, caught up in some branches. Oh, this is not a good outcome. Buried in the deep stuff. Time to step into the bunker now. Okay, so that's step 1, but now got to hold a mid-range putt. This is a bogey putt coming up.
This is tracking right into the front of this cup.
And it's New Zealand's Lydia Ko who leads here as we head to the next. Time for the second shot at the 10th. It's a brave one. Driver off the deck. And here we are with the third shot. 4 strokes off the lead. And here we are with their 4th. 4 shots behind our leader. 11 feet to the cup.
An important par save.
Surely it's going to.
Now 4 back after that hole. We have a par 4 on this one.
Par 4, 428-yard tree line hole. Difficult driving hole all the way around, but should you find the fairway, the second shot on a little plateau just above the fairway is very basic.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Got to make sure to control the flight here because the wind is straight into their face.
Opting for the 6-iron. This one's heading left, I think. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. A chance to save the par if you can make this one. Oh, that looks like a pure stroke. Currently 1 under for the round.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. Setting up miles from the hole.
Come on, ball. Come on.
Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
This is what they have left for par here.
That gets the job done. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Let's see what happens here at the 13th.
Par 4, back up the hill, 418 yards, the widest fairway on the golf course. Avoid all those bunkers. Second shot up the hill to a narrow green that slopes off on both sides.
From about 100 yards.
Wind moving right to left on this shot.
The wind was howling, but that didn't matter.
Lining up the birdie putt here. Hang on, this looks pretty handy. And with that, that's their 4th birdie. And he'll move into the top 10. I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one.
Par 4, 357 yards. Almost every player in the field will be giving it a whirl. Knock it on, and you could be rewarded with an eagle too.
Second shot here on the 14th. How close was that to going down? putting for birdie. A wonderful putt. You can claim it. Back-to-back birdies. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. Quality shot, that one. Playing this one about 130 yards out.
Went straight down.
That doesn't look good, Rich. Bit too far right for my liking. Well, this is one of those lies that dictates a shot. It doesn't seem like it's a tough one. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
This one will run uphill.
Was on a good line. Putting now for a bogey. Trailing by 4 strokes. Here we are in front of a par 3.
Par 3 only plays 153, but a tricky little green to say the least. Don't let the beauty of the river to your left swallow you in. This is a tough but fun little par 3.
Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt. Ooh. 14 feet to the cup. There it is. He finds himself in a share of 8th.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Well, here we go, Rich. We're at the penultimate hole, the 17th.
Players looking for a fast finish on the par 5, 550 yards. Second shot does play up the hill, but there's plenty of room to miss your second shot around this green. Must make birdie for the players in the field.
Interesting choice of the driver here. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
A chance to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. A good putt to make. That was a gallant attempt. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day. And that will take him to 3 under. If you want to win at TPC Deer Run, you've got to successfully navigate this challenging final hole.
Hard to describe the difficulty of this tee shot unless you've actually been here. Par 4, 463 yards. Missed the fairway bunker down the right-hand side, and you've got a clear shot to a very narrow green surrounded by water on the left-hand side.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Ooh, back there, Horsey. Getting ready to play their 3rd. 3 shots off the lead. Ooh, wouldn't that have been nice? And this putt for a final score of 68.
Looking good.
And that'll do it. That's all she wrote, folks. And Henny, I think the takeaway for this player is that they really dominated their rival at this event.
Absolutely, Luke. I think the consolation prize is the way they performed against their rival this week. That should absolutely give them confidence as they prepare for their next event.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elby, and Rich B, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Genesis Scottish Open is about to kick off. Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hey guys, I can't wait to watch these two go at it again. It was an incredible battle first time round, and I think there'll be a few shots fired out here.
Well, I'm certainly looking forward to following along with these two. This is a rivalry that could be one for the ages. Can't wait to see what sort of excitement they generate. And choosing the 8-iron here. Not quite sure about the strike on that one. This could be heading towards the rough. And here we are with the third shot. That's a well-played chip shot there.
Such soft hands.
Just 3 feet to the cup. And that's an opening hole par for this player.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
Henny, that ball seems to be sitting down. Is it bad?
Oh, some smiles here. A bit of luck in the second cut. It's sitting nicely.
That's not the shot they're after.
A bit short with that effort.
Well done. That takes the pressure off the putt. That's a chip to be proud of.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
So no movement there. The player remains at even par. Second shot here on the third. And going with driver off the deck with this shot.
Nicely done.
Getting ready to play their third. Well, this will be a big birdie here. Good putt to make. Oh, just missed. That'll sting a bit. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Good stroke. So no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall. And as we take a look at the fourth hole, the shortish par 4, Rich.
Yes, just around the 415-yard mark. Players who take out driver and drive it up into the narrow section of the fairway will get a really good look with their second shots.
Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
He's setting up here from about 115 yards.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Yeah, that one's looking good. And this putt to move into the top 10.
Surely it's going to.
It's just about 3 feet away.
He's got this for his par.
Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. Well hold. The fifth hole, Rich, a really good risk-reward short 4.
Most players, Luke, should go for this short par 4, but watch out for the green because this green has got all kinds of danger on it. Twists, turns, bobs, weaves, ducks, it's got it all.
And a chance for a spot in the top 20 on the leaderboard. If it's up, it could be in. Beautiful shot. And with it, he moves to 1 under par. He finds himself in a share of 11th. And the first of our short holes here at the Renaissance Club, Rich, is the par 3 6th.
Oh, this is a nasty little par 3 dotted by some pot bunkers on the front part of it. A big one over there on the right-hand side. Club selection is imperative.
Looked like they were swinging a snake, not a golf club.
Not the result they were after there.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. And here we are with the third shot.
He's 2 shots back.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. That hole's done. And with that, he's back to even overall.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
And the 7th on the card, Rich, our second of the opening 9 par 5s.
Yeah, look, a fairly generous driving area. There's just a couple of bunkers you have to worry about. However, you find the fairway. Now your chances of making birdie or better increase significantly.
Rich, I know you've got terrific history in Europe. You've spent plenty of time over here. You've been revered by the European Tour. You broadcast to a European audience. How special is it for you to be here at the Scottish Open this week?
I absolutely love being back at the Scottish Open, Luke. Not only because of the venue, because of the fans in the game. They're so knowledgeable. You hit a shot to 30 feet, and you hear all sorts of people hooting and hollering because they know how good of a shot that was. I mean, I had a bad angle coming out of a rough lie, whatever it is. I just love it coming back here because it seems like they have a interest, a knowledge, and a passion for the game, unlike almost any fans around the world. I think that being in Scotland, playing over here, and having to use your imagination, hitting all the shots that are required to play well over in Scotland is imperative. And I think this is why Americans love to come over here, because it's a completely different kind of golf than what they're used to back in the U.S.
Sitting at 2 under par, currently tied for 5th place. Going with the 8-iron here.
Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good. I didn't see that outcome from that lie. That was great work.
This putt is for a share of 2nd. Yeah, that's never nice. Putting it off the surface, that hurts. Big time play, that one, at the right time too.
All over the parking lot, but a chip in for par saves the day.
Currently a couple under for the round. The 9th is a strong par 3 reach, one of the longer ones.
It is. There's some bunkers on the right-hand side that you absolutely must avoid. If you miss it on the left-hand side, however, you've got to pitch uphill to a green that will slope away from you. A par here is a really good score.
And this putt to move into a tie for 3rd place. Oh, so close. Putting for par. It's got a chance. Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. As we begin the second 9, Rich, the back 9 starts with a par 5.
And a par 5 that players should be looking to take advantage of. Just tee it up and hit it as hard as you can. Fairway is wide open. Does camber from right to left, so don't get too frisky down that left-hand side.
5 wins so far this season. Oh, this is the stuff that gets the juices flowing. Driver off the deck. Getting ready to play their 3rd.
Just 3 strokes back.
This putt will move them to 3 under par.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
And that's how you roll the rock.
Trailing by a couple of strokes now.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
Bit untidy, wasn't it? Henny, do you have a better look at this lie?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut.
Opting for the 3-iron here. And here we are with the third shot. 2 strokes off the lead. Lovely moment here. Good opportunity to move into a tie for third. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Just 3 feet to the cup.
This is a must-make, guys. They've got this for bogey.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The 12th, Rich, par 3, just over 200 yards on the card.
You back uphill just a little bit. What really makes this hole difficult, Luke, though, is when the wind is coming directly in the player's face. When that happens, watch out. This hole is a doozy.
That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
Love watching this player around the greens.
If he makes this, he'll save his par. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. Certainly good at making the birdies, but let's avoid those bogeys. Well, that's a handy shot. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
And from about 105 yards. Yeah, this one, it's veering off a little bit to the right.
What an opportunity to make a birdie.
This has a real chance.
And now at 3 under overall.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
It's time for a 1-shotter. Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing.
Would need to make a long putt to secure a birdie. Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
Now that's a good putt to hole any day of the week.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played. Teeing off here at the 15th hole. Not quite the shot he was wanting. Sitting at -4. Currently in 4th position. Getting ready to play their third.
Just 2 shots behind. And he's down there. You got a read?
This is a 12-footer here. Solid little par putt here.
Go on, get in the hole.
For the par.
And some kind of fast finish required if they want to win this thing.
Just a few holes remaining in the round. The 16th hole, one of the last true birdie chances, Rich.
It is. Tee it high and let it fly there, Luke. Don't go down the left-hand side and find any of those bunkers. Hit it down the right-hand side, and you got to believe you're going to make, at worst, a birdie 4.
From around 220 yards. Just a couple back from our leader. Going with the 4-iron here.
Looks like this is going to miss just right.
And here we are with the third shot.
He's 2 shots back.
Trying to get to 5 under with this putt. Always nice to hold those for a birdie. And that will take him to 5 under. All right, Rich, the 17th.
This is an amphitheater-style green. All sides kind of work back towards the green. There is a little front left section, though. When they put the flagstick over there, you have a really good opportunity to hit it in there close.
Didn't that look good for a long time? Now, this would be a timely one to hole. Let's make this putt.
I really hope this one drops for him.
This is on a great line.
And after that hole, the standings have this player in 2nd place behind Tiger Woods.
And as this player begins their final hole, they're 2 shots off the lead. Well, Rich, I'm being honest, this lie is putrid. Well, I hope you pack the bucket and spade because you're heading to the sand. Well, you can hand that sandwich back to the caddy and reach for the putter.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
And that'll do it for this player at this tournament.
Another great event. No victory ultimately for this player, but at the end of the day, they're not really concerned because they were able to take down the great Justin Rose.
Absolutely. This player threw down their gauntlet this week to Rosie and beat him. It doesn't feel great sometimes to beat Rosie because he's such a nice guy, but hey, you got to do what you got to do. Congratulations to this player on their success. I can't wait to see what they do next on the PGA Tour.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Bean, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Royal Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey Luke and Rich, I'm looking forward to treading the fairways again with these two because they were absolute fire the first time round, and I have a feeling that after their exchanges on social media, it'll be even more spicy out here.
Well, I'm certainly looking forward to following along with this rivalry. Can't wait to see what sort of excitement these two will generate. This shot was about 140 yards out.
Breeze coming right into his melon.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. And this is an extremely long putt. You might even have to hinge on this one. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones. Right on 8 feet. That's a good putt for par. You'll take it.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
Well, now let's see if we can get some more insight on this week's venue. John, what have you been seeing here at Lachlan Crossing? The players may want to keep their mind on this week.
Well, Luke, one thing I've been seeing is a lot of excitement in the crowd. People love when the PGA Tour comes to Scotland. And if you open your eyes, you can see why. This is a classic Scottish links layout. Giant fairways and greens. And some of these greens are shared greens, so a couple holes using the same green, which is kind of a hallmark of some of these old Scottish courses. These links fairways are rugged, to say the least. Hard to tell where some of these shots will end up after they come off the club face because of the undulation in the fairways. One other thing to be aware of is the pot bunkers. There are some really small ones out there as well, and they can be very sneaky. You never know where they might pop up. Luke, I love being in Scotland, love breathing in that crisp Atlantic air. Can't wait to see what happens on the course this week.
Okay, steady now. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. And that par ensures he'll stay right there at even par. Welcome to the tee of a par 4. And after a par at the last, chance to maybe take a step in the right direction here. Good looking shot this. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. And he's safely on the green. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Ouch, that hurts. Oh, that's too bad. Just 6 feet between he and the hole. That will work. He's currently sharing 8th position. This hole is a long par 4.
That one's right out of the top drawer.
Playing this shot from about 230 yards out.
Wind moving the golf ball left to right.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Come on, get a good bounce to the left. Left yourself an opportunity. Chance to get one under the card with this putt.
Little birdie look in here.
Oh, you know you want to.
Oh, what a super shot. Well, that's a lovely way to make a move into the top 5. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Here we are at the 5th hole. That should find the fairway.
Luke, unfortunately, that got a horrible kick. Ended up in the rough.
Yeah, this lies pretty deep here. That's a super shot. That's another green in regulation. And this putt is to move into a share for the lead. Ooh, right by the hole. And as they stand over this putt, it's for a share of 3rd spot. Well holed. Let's move on. Currently 1 under for the event.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Good shot there. That's a fairway finder for sure. Second shot here on the 6th. Oh, I love this person's confidence and courage. Driver off the deck here. That's some good golf right there. Getting ready to play their 3rd. And just 1 shot off the lead. A lot on the line here. This putt for a share of top spot. Not a bad line, this. And that will put them ahead of their rival. A great performance on this hole. Checking the scoreboard now. This player is currently sitting in a tie for the lead with Tiger Woods. Going with the pitching wedge here. And that was a bit of a misfire.
And what a rare miss today. They've been so good with their approach shots.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. He's currently tied for the lead. That's almost a gimme. Great chip.
Great touch.
And it's Tiger on top of the leaderboard. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
There was a big impact for a lot of players playing alongside Tiger Woods. They almost got sort of, spooked by the occasion. Why was that?
More than anything else, it's the fact that they're playing in front of more people than they ever had in their life before. And this rings true for, I think, every single player out there, whether it was Ernie Els, Vijay Singh, anybody from that era. You had more eyeballs on you at that moment than anybody else, because Tiger carried the biggest crowds every single tournament. And so sometimes it would be uncomfortable, even for the most accomplished players out there. Some of them will tell you, no, it wasn't a big deal, but I can promise you it got their attention, and it probably helped them in a certain sense, because when you played in front of that many people, Luke, you wanted to focus. You wanted to put your best foot forward, because there is no worse feeling in the world than going out and laying an egg in front of 30,000 people. I can promise you that. That's why I enjoyed playing with him, because when you went out there, you knew you had to play well. You didn't want to embarrass yourself in front of all those people.
Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here.
This really looks good.
Never up, never in, as they say, Rich.
I tell you what, watch out. This guy's going to be on full tilt here shortly.
And as we transition into the back nine, Rich, what are you seeing out there so far?
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
Oh, that was pure. Sitting at 1 under. Currently tied for 4th place. Seems to have chosen the 3-wood.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
Now, that looked pretty good the whole way. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Firm, back, up the hill. This will be a good one.
Was on a good line. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Putting for a par here. And there it is. And a very familiar sight. Tiger Woods on top of the leaderboard.
Pretty good shot there.
And he's down there.
This whole location for him, well, it's about 185 yards out.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. That's going right. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Just 2 shots behind. And he needs this to save par.
Looking better.
Yep, nice to make a mid-range par putt. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. We've arrived at a par 4. Oh, well done. Time for the 2nd shot at the 12th. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Only 2 shots off the pace. That's a touch of class.
Judging it beautifully.
Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Okay, let's head to the next. Just 2 shots back after that hole. It's time to take a look at this 13th hole. Great shot. Second shot here on the 13th. Sitting at 1 under the card in a share of second spot. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. And taking aim from around 100 yards here. He's 2 shots back. That was a beauty. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
This is what they have left for bogey.
It's on a good line. And makes it for the bogey. And unfortunately dropping back to level with the card. Midway through the closing 9 here at Lachlan Crossing. This 14th hole is a par 4 over 450 yards.
Once again, Luke, just another gem of a hole. Massive bunker out there in the center of the fairway. But for most players, it's not going to come into play. Anything down just the right-hand side of this fairway is ideally placed. The second shot, you got to clear, I don't know, a lot of beach there to a green that's probably got more undulation than any other one on this golf course. A massive green, lots of opportunities to do good, but also a lot of opportunities to do some bad.
It's heading into the rough, I think. Henny, how's that ball line? It's tough to see from here.
Guys, you know the worst lie you've ever seen? Yeah, time's up by 10. This is nasty.
And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Distance control not easy when you're coming out of the rough.
And this one is for his par. Just didn't drop. Just can't seem to get off the bogey train here, Rich.
And making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
Now 4 back after that hole. It's time to begin this par 4 hole.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Tee shot is looking good here. Time for the second shot at the 15th. Atta boy, good shot. This putt is about 17 feet long.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
And you'll be proud of that one. Good way to bounce back from the bogey at the last.
Inching their way closer to the top of that leaderboard. Can't afford any mistakes from here on in.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. From the sand, looking to get up and down. Oh, that one just missed the hole. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Here we are at the 17th tee. And after that par, they're looking for something good here. Getting ready to play their third. 3 behind our leader. Needs to make a move soon. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. This shot from around 210 yards. 3 shots off the lead. Oh, come on, sit. Not their best shot there. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This is way out. They could probably use a 9-iron from back here.
Ooh. Oh, 13-footer coming up here. Make this. It'll add up. Oh, so close. And this next putt is for triple bogey. Currently at +3 for the event. Time now to forget the horrors of the last and focus on this next tee shot. Will this one hang on and find the fairway? Or is it headed towards the rough? Playing this shot from about 170 yards out.
Puff of wind blowing right to left.
Setting up here with a very long putt. And with that putt, concludes this players round. And let's have another look at that one.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
Not bad when you can say you finished in that 10 to 20 range.
But they need to do something to take their game to the next level. Let's see if this player's got it in him.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Koyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the 3M Open. Today's coverage is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing these two go at it again. It was a great rivalry first time round, and now, more so than ever, they're going to want to beat each other.
Who delivers when it matters most? That's the joy of any rivalry. And this is a good one to win. Playing from around 110 yards out. Hope it gets a good kick to the left. This would be a great up and down. Ooh, that almost went down. Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this.
This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
Well, that's a no-fuss par to get the round underway, Rich.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
As you said, Rich, TPC Twin Cities, not a long golf course, but ball in play is imperative if you want to make the birdies. Here at the second, water and bunkers come into play.
This is a tee shot that I believe must be challenged. You must take driver out to hit it over that bunker down the right-hand side to leave yourself with as short a second shot as you can possibly get. This green can cause all kinds of problems as it pitches from left to right down towards the water. It's a birdie opportunity if you're bold enough to take on the tee shot.
Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par.
So far, so good.
Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. He's in a share of 5th position. Rich, the third hole plays as a par 5 for when people get to play the course casually. But in this PGA Tour event, it's a strong par 4.
It is just over 480 yards. And the line off the tee is at those 2 fairway bunkers through the fairway. From there, you'll have an open look to this green that moves from back to front. It's truly a strong par 4.
Opting for the 4-iron here. Oh, that's a lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the third. It's on a great line. Yes, they've made it. Currently 1 under for the day.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
All right, Rich, birdie chance here at the 4th.
It can be, Luke, if your distance control is spot on. This is a 2-tier green, and when the pin is all the way in the back left, it can be difficult to get it all the way back there.
And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Setting up this putt 27 feet from the cup. Looking for another birdie here.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Yeah, not much to sweat there. Just 1 off the lead after that hole. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here.
Massive, massive fairway here at the 5th. So tee it high, let it fly. Second shot straight back up the hill to a green that's fairly flat with a little bit more movement in the back portion of it. It's a cool design.
Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it though. Let's see. And if they didn't have their rival Tony Finau's attention before, they certainly do now. What an approach shot.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down.
Well, if he holds this, he's going to apply some serious pressure to Tony Finau. Finau will be saying, hey now.
And he finds himself in a tie for 3rd. Rich, the par 5 6th. Reachable in 2?
Most definitely, but you have to take an aggressive line down the right-hand side. Hitting it anywhere left into that bunker or otherwise is just a no-go zone. Out to the right-hand side, though, you get a clean look at this green. Water over on the left-hand side. The obvious place to miss your second is out to the right.
And Rich, with the FedEx Cup playoffs just around the corner, you've got to think that this player is getting ready for the big show now.
They are, Luke. Safe to say that this player is going to make it into the top 125, but each and every player wants something a little bit more than that. They want to make sure that they're in the top 70 and dearly would love to be in the top 30 going into that final week. So there still is work to be done for this player to move up the list, but so far, so good in the top 125.
Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt.
That's frustrating. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. A chance to be aggressive here, Rich, at the short par 4-7.
There's really no reason to be, because there's not much room up there, and only the biggest hitters in the game could possibly get it on this green. Just lay it up with a long iron or a fairway metal. That will leave a short second shot to a green that's flat and is just begging to be birdied. Gotta say, just some of the best rhythm in the game.
Time for the second shot here at the 7th. Needs this one to kick right. Yep, that shot safely on the green. Trying to get to 2 under with this putt.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Looking really good, this one. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
This is a really cool designed long par 3. As you can see, the green is not very deep. It is wide, and there's lots of pin placements to use on this green. Probably my favorite hole on the golf course. Luke?
Okay, Henny. What's he looking at with this putt?
Talk about long range. I mean, they don't even make jets that go this far.
Well, that's a bit disappointing. A 7-footer right here. Oh, just missed. Putting for a bogey. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next. Currently 1 under for the tournament.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
Reached this golf course designed by the legendary Arnold Palmer, and the 9th resembles the 18th of his Bay Hill Club and Lodge.
This is fraught with danger everywhere. Out to the right, out of bounds comes into play quickly. If you miss it over to the left, there's waste area that you want no part of. Find the fairway, and the second shot demands you keep it left of that water. Anywhere on the green on the left side is a fantastic play.
Where did that come from? That's not his style. Setting up in some very deep rough.
Yes, this is like a big bowl of spinach salad. It's just gnarly in there.
A little off the mark on that approach shot.
Missing it short there. They will definitely be upset.
7 feet to the cup.
This one to save par.
Putt is underway.
Oh, that's a clutch par. He finds himself currently tied for 5th. The back 9 at TPC Twin Cities begins with a short par 4, just 375 yards.
No real reason to take out driver here and give it a whirl, Luke. Just a fairway metal down the left-hand side. Left of that fairway bunker there should set up a very simple and straightforward wedge shot.
That reminded me of the Big Easy. Silky smooth. Sitting at -1, tied for 5th. Needs this one to kick right. Good shot there.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
That was a gallant attempt. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly.
Yeah, this is looking nice.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. The 11th, though, a sterner par 4, measuring 470 yards.
Straight back uphill as well, Luke. You don't want to be in that fairway bunker on the right-hand side, so bail out just a little bit to the left. Second shot, straight back up the hill to a green that is very deep. This one needs to kick left and kick left hard.
A chance to move to a couple under the card with this putt.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Par putt coming up here. And down it goes. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. The players face an elevated tee shot at the par 5 12th, Rich, but keep an eye on the water.
Keep an eye on the water. No need to hit driver here. Just take out a 3-wood, and that golf ball will chase down the fairway quite nicely. In the second shot, slightly back uphill. I think most players will have no problem reaching this green in 2.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
He's got, I'd say, a solid 145 here.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts.
Outside chance here for the birdie.
That's a disappointing stroke. That's a push. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
This is what they have left for a par.
And there it is. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Rich the 13th, the par 3, measuring 216 yards. It's a tough one.
It is elevated tee box, but an elevated green as well. Not a bunch of room on the front part of it. Obviously more room as the green gets deeper, but the bunker on the right is an absolute no-go zone. It's very deep and very difficult to get up and down from.
An opportunity for a birdie here. Oh, sensational putt, that one. A big play at the right time, and their rival is now shaking in their boots. And stepping up the standings after that effort.
Well, now things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
Well, I'm sure it looked better in their mind before they hit it. Sitting at 2 under, currently tied for second.
Yeah, this one just swerving the green to the right-hand side.
And here we are with the third shot. One stroke off the lead. Good putters will make these. Right on 5 feet. Yeah, good job. Nice par. At -2, going along nicely today. The 15th, par 4, and a strong one.
Fairly simple and straightforward tee shot here as the fairway pitches in from both the right and left-hand sides. So hitting the fairway shouldn't be much of a problem. From there, the second shot goes straight back up the hill to a green that's protected by bunkers on the left-hand side.
Wonderfully played. From around 140 yards here. Currently a shot off the lead. Going with the pitching wedge here.
Needs a little ground help to the left.
High pressure moment here. This for a share of the lead.
Yes, and 3 holes to go. This is getting to be a nail biter.
You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today.
Hang on to your hat, folks. We're on for a wild ride.
He's currently tied for first. And Rich, here we are at the 16th at TPC Twin Cities, and not a long hole, but there's plenty of trouble around.
Water right, bunkers left, but let's face it, Luke, not a long hole. No need for the driver.
That's an awful error. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
He's got roughly 105 yards here.
That's a bad error to make there. That's headed right. A chance to move deeper under the card. This putt's for 4 under.
This for a birdie run.
This one looking really good.
Yes! What a putt. And that will take him to 4 under. Oh, I'd like to have one more look at that shot.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
And after that hole, he's no longer sharing top spot. He's at the summit all alone.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Here we are at the penultimate hole of TPC Twin Cities, Rich, and there's water everywhere on this short par 3.
Water to the left, Luke. Bunkers out to the right. If you're going to find the green, you better be brave.
Not sure if they got that one flush. This might not find the fairway. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Getting ready to play their 3rd. He leads the field by a stroke. Wow, that almost went in the hole. This one's for bogey. This looks good. And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Well, Rich, the TPC Twin Cities really sets up for a dramatic finish, doesn't it?
Risk versus reward. 583 yards. If you hit a big drive, you can take on the green in 2.
Playing from around 240 yards. Going with a 3-wood here.
This one is heading to a really not so good space.
Getting up and down from here will win in the tournament. It's all come down to this. Make this putt, win the event. That's a PGA Tour title to add to the list. Your 3M Open champion.
Congratulations to the 3M winner. Only the best of the best win here in Minneapolis.
Well, we saw the good, bad, and sometimes the ugly, didn't we? But it was certainly beautiful from the words that came out of Henny Koyak's mouth. Thank you, Henny, for your action today.
Luke, if the golf wasn't good, the weather was great. It was absolutely a pleasure to be able to join yourself and Rich and be out here on the golf course watching all the action and all these incredible rivalries.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Rocket Mortgage Classic is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Oh, thank you so much, Luke. I am so happy that I have been put with these two players because they've been going back and forth at each other on social media leading up to this event. They seem to really have something to prove, a bone to pick with each other, and it'll all be settled out on the golf course today.
Yeah, well, looks can be deceiving, can't they? While they might remind you of Happy Gilmore's caddy, this player is one to beat, and good luck in this rivalry because you're going to need it. From about 100 yards.
Puff of wind blowing right to left for him.
Always frustrated by missing a green.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
And if this can go down, he'll save par. Starting the round at even par.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
Length really isn't a feature, Rich, at the Detroit Golf Club. At the second, bombs away.
Bombs away. This is probably one of the strongest par fours on this golf course. Basically just a straightaway hole. Just take driver out and get with it. Second shot should be coming into this green with some kind of short to mid iron.
Nicely done. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up from about 130 yards out.
Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
Ooh, right by the hole. This putt is about 10 feet from the hole.
This one's looking good.
Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. And with that, he'll stay right there at even par. Rich, the third hole, not too dissimilar to the first.
It's not in length. 390 yards from the back of the tee. Again, need to hit something about 280 yards to get it past the fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Again, with a short iron in their hand, players are looking to make birdie.
That should find the cut stuff. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. This has eyes for the hole. A par putt awaits. Yeah, good putt. Well hold. Colin Morikawa currently on top of the leaderboard here. The par 5 fourth is a monster, 616 yards.
This is a big par 5, isn't it? Tee shot, if you have any hope of reaching this green in 2, must find the fairway, avoiding the fairway bunkers down the left-hand side. From there, you'd have to hit a really strong 3-wood, moving it from right to left to try and chase it up onto this green. Laying it up short and right of that fairway bunker might be the play for most players, setting up a pretty easy pitch shot for their third.
Just let that shot be water off a duck's back. And just in the first cut here.
Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Yeah, 15 feet out. He's been staring this one down. This is their look at birdie.
Well, it's on a good line. good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet. Nice stroke. Yeah, nicely holed. Our leader is Colin Morikawa as we head to the next. Rich, this par 3 fifth really resembles a Donald Ross, an elevated green, and you miss anywhere and you're going to struggle to make your 3.
Absolutely. Reminds me a lot of something you'd see at Pinehurst, where there really isn't a flat spot anywhere around the edges of this green. So a quality iron shot is a must on this par 3.
Putting for birdie here. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. And that will take him to 1 under. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The par 4 6th, Rich, plenty to navigate here.
Only the longest players will be able to reach that fairway bunker down the left-hand side that sits about 300 yards off the tee. Most players want to hug the left-hand side as best they can as it opens up the green for the second shot. This is a wonderful par 4.
That's tidy. This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker.
The breeze is moving left to right up there.
This one might need to sit. You like that, didn't you? Trying to get to 2 under with this putt.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
Some momentum being built now. That's back-to-back birdies. Step aside, gents. This man's marching into the top 5. And this is becoming a familiar sight. Colin Morikawa leads. Well, if you're not a couple under already through 6 holes here at Detroit Golf Club, you'll want to look to make a birdie at least at the par 5 7th, measuring 555 yards.
Yes, a hole that every player in this field must take advantage of. Just the fairway bunker down the left-hand side that needs to be avoided. You find the fairway, and all of a sudden you're licking your chops as you know you can reach the green into, setting up hopefully an eagle putt. Anything missing over in the left-hand bunker, though, could get a little dicey.
Oh, it's a little wayward, bouncing through the branches. Nicely done. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Setting up from about 100 yards.
Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
I can't believe this. Is this going to go in?
Well, that should limit the damage. Nicely done. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. As we look at the leaderboard, this player sits in 2nd place, behind Colin Morikawa. The 8th is a short par 4, measuring just 360 yards, Rich. Decision to go for it or just to lay it back?
I like going for it 8 days a week, twice on Sunday, as you well know, Luke. So I'm going to go ahead, take out driver, and give her a whirl. Hopefully avoiding the trees over on the right-hand side. Want to hit it over in the left-hand bunker or just shy of it, setting up a very simple pitch shot.
And here we are with the third shot. Just one stroke off the lead. Playing their fourth shot. Just a stroke behind the leader. Playing their fifth shot. Just one stroke back and right in it. 7 feet to the cup.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
That's well holed. Just 2 shots back after that hole. The opening 9 finishes with a par 3, Rich, around 200 yards.
A strong hole indeed. Not much to this green. Slightly downhill. Green is fairly flat until you get to the back left portion of it. There it starts running away from you awfully quickly. Anywhere in the right center of the green is a gorgeous tee shot.
That's on the green, but still a fair way away from the flag. What are we looking at?